So this is just a little video to have an overview of the LiveText submission for the technology class for education. So we're just going to go to Google Chrome, and then we're going to go to LiveText, and then we're going to hit login. My credentials are already there, so I just need to hit sign in. If you need to purchase, it's right here, or register a membership, but purchasing is online is so much easier. So I'm just going to sign in. And then I'm going to look for my EDCT 2030 technology portfolio. Depending on how many classes you're in will depend on how many modules you have. I have a couple others, but we want the technology one, and make sure that it's for the right class. So I'm going to hit continue assignment. Yours might say begin because you haven't started, but I have, so I just hit continue. And then this page is going to pop up. I was a little confused at first on how to get to my attachment and like how to do the do the portfolio, but you just hit this little pencil edit button right there. So I'm going to click on that. And then here is the portfolio. So we have a couple different parts to this. So we have an introduction, a philosophy, which are your beliefs, and then we have standards. So I'm just going to go over a little bit about each. The introduction, mine has a little bit about myself, and then how to get a hold of me, my mailing address, what is included in the portfolio, and my resume is attached down here, and I'll tell you how to attach that later. And then also a quote about something. The quote has to be related to the philosophy beliefs that you have put in there. And then you also need to put a picture. When you first pop up, which I'm going to show you over here, when this first comes about, it'll tell you what to put in each section. So I haven't done this section, so it just is telling me like there should be a few paragraphs about my belief statements and like explain them. So I was just gonna do a paragraph for each, and then explain why I believe what I believe and why I think it's important. So I've put my beliefs up here, and my credentials were that we needed 3 to 5, so I put my 3 main ones. And then anytime you want to edit, you just hit the edit button. If you want to delete it, I don't recommend deleting it, but you can if you want to. But anytime you need to edit, or if you want to edit the title, which I haven't, I just left them how they were, and then you can enter a new title for that section. We also have standards, so there's 5 of them. They're pretty much, it's the same thing for each standard. Your standards are different, and what you include will be different, but it's the same thing for all 5. So the standard will be at the top. It'll say standard 1 or 4 or 3, and then it'll tell you what they are, what it promotes, how it engages students with technology. So this whole thing is technology based. It's important not to forget that. So the second section for the standard is your reflection on how you meet it. So I've included on all of mine, I included an explanation of what I included and then why I think it meets the standard. So I thought this promoted the use of digital tools, problem solving, and collaborations, and the students are able to complete assignments digitally. So I've included screenshots and a link, and also the class code for my Google Classroom. It's important to include screenshots, not only so they can just see it right here, but because maybe your link doesn't work or you accidentally typed in the wrong code and they can't view it. So it's important to have different options for whoever is viewing your portfolio. So my credentials were to provide at least 2, but probably 3 or 4. For this one I have 2 because I also created a lesson plan, so I have another little description and then a couple screenshots, but then I attached my lesson plan and everything that went with it at the bottom. The last section for the standard is on how I plan to continue this, so you just need to explain, maybe you've hit these 2 or 3 parts right here, but you need to focus on this last part. You can talk about how you want to engage in learning with students, colleagues, and others in face-to-face and virtual environments. You could have an example on how you plan to meet that in next year's class. So for this, you want to act like you've done this in a classroom already and that you've had students complete this. So that's what mine's based about, and then I just put a couple examples down here also. So you do that for every standard. So now I just want to go through on how to attach screenshots or pictures and also Word documents. So I'm just going to do it in this part right here that I haven't done yet, just so I don't mess with anything else. So you have this, and then you go down, you have image and file attachments. So you can do both. You can do the image one up here, which is what I've been doing. So if you hit insert image from file manager, I'm going to click that. And then these are things I've already uploaded. So if you've uploaded something, you want to include it again here, just hit add, and then it'll add it right in there for you. And then anytime you want to delete it, highlight it, and then delete. So it just goes away like that. Also, you can upload a new file. So I hit new file. I'll show you again. So this one will pop up first, and then I go up here, upload new file, and then choose file. So say if I had a picture on my desktop, I would do that there. You just click on it, and then it'll add it for you. So I'm just going to click out of that, and then I'm going to go over how to insert files. So inserted files right now, there's none. So I'm going to hit edit. And here's some files I've also already uploaded. And you can definitely hit add if you want to add it from a different section, or you can upload a new file. So again, you're going to hit choose file. And then I'm just going to upload another one from a different class. And it'll be loading right here. It'll tell you when it's done. So it is done. And you always want, anytime you edit, you want to hit save changes. So I'm just going to save it for now. I'll go delete it later. And then it's attached at the bottom. So I'm just going to hit save changes again. And then I'm going to hit page philosophy education. So now it's attached at the bottom. And if you click on it, it'll download to your computer. So I'm going to hit edit again and get this to go away. So I just hit edit. And then you just delete it like that. And you do the same thing for pictures. Or if they're already in your section, you can just highlight them and delete them there too. So now they're gone and that's done. So I just hit save changes again. So now I'm going to go back. So say I have completed this, you can share this document. There's a share document. Depending on who your instructor is, you can search them in there. I'm not going to do that yet because I'm not done. And then I'm going to return to the assignment. So now this is the first page we saw. Once you are completely done, you're going to hit submit assignment right here. I hope this has helped you, and good luck on creating your portfolio.